So time to build 5 more of these shelves. So this is gonna be like kitchen nightmares, except with Gamers Nexus and the fulfillment and storage facility for our store. What we're doing is upgrading it because currently this is our shirt storage system, and you can see that most of the bins, actually a lot of them, are completely empty. So first of all, thank you. You all cleared us out for the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. Really helpful. It's what allows us to remain distant from manufacturers, to keep our journalistic integrity and keep the critical approach to products. So the store is really important for that because it allows us to be more independent in our finances. But we do have a bit of a problem in that the store has gotten really popular. So it's a good problem to have, but we do need to upgrade the storage facility and how fulfillment gets handled. And so what you're gonna see today is going through here and problem solving. So kind of fun there. Yeah, so we need to really upgrade the system. I think what we're gonna start with is probably clear off the shelf behind me to my left. There's like the Raglan hoodies are extremely popular, but they don't quite fit in these. So we keep them in boxes on the floor, and it's all really organized and it works really well, but we can improve it. And that's part of the fun of what we do on the channel. So that's what we're doing. And I mean, other than that, I'll just one more time say thank you again for ordering so much stuff during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, because it is incredible support, to the point that just the other day I turned down an ad that I thought was slimy. And we can do that because we have financial independence thanks to viewers. So thank you for that. Let's get started with upgrading the distribution center. So for this kind of work is actually really fun for me, organizational and sort of like figuring out spatially where you can fit as much stuff as possible. Because if you saw the house we came from, we managed to store as much stuff as is in the larger present office we work out of in that house. I don't know how we did it, but it was fun doing it. So we're gonna try and do that in a more effective fashion here. And I think what we're gonna start with is trying to probably figure out, we bought a bunch of bins and shelves and things like that from a local hardware store. So we're gonna try and figure out how to best deploy those to store things like these are going out soon because these are the foil shirts, the limited edition shirts. So these are already sold, but we need to find a good solution for storing things like the larger hoodies, like the winter weather hoodies and the pullover hoodies, things like that, because those take a lot of space, and we have some good storage solutions now for those. So I guess let's get started on reorganizing all this stuff and hopefully find a good way to optimize the storage. So far we've relocated a couple of the shelves to make more efficient use of this floor space, and that includes just shifting them around and kind of min-maxing every square foot we can here. I'm just going through and doing a safety check on all the bolts on this shelf because we installed it a while ago, and it's time to just do a check on it because, you know, this stuff gets used every day. It's getting a lot of torque on it. All right, so we've just kind of finished the distribution area. So our distributors stand about here, and he's got now all the packing materials here, just so we have like all the GN stuff kind of in one area. And then the boxes we use for if you order like I don't know, for example, a poster and a mug or a shirt, something like that. We've got those here, then larger, medium, small. Packing paper is extremely easy to access compared to previously. Just pull it off the top and crumple it. So that's way better of a system versus like pulling off the folded papers and then pulling one out. So that'll speed things up significantly. Easy access envelopes for the t-shirt shipments. We have the poster tubes down here. So there's the 2 SKU if you bought 2 posters. A lot of them are pre-packaged in there. 1 SKU if you buy 1 poster, you can stick them in there. And so we need to finalize kind of the actual packing table. That needs to be cleaned off and dealt with still. But then off to the other side and behind the camera, there's some other cool improvements. So like we stuck the hoodies in these bins, these large stackable bins that we picked up from a local hardware store. So there's the pullover hoodie, and then we also have the zipper hoodies stacked in a separate just vertical stack of bins. So really easy to access those as well. That'll speed things up significantly. It's all about efficiency improvements because previously these were all folded into each other. So to get one out, you have to take out the whole stack from the shelf behind me and then unfold them, pull the shirt out, and then pack it, and then put everything back. So big improvement there. So the Raglan hoodies are now also in stackable, the same black stackable bins that we had for the other hoodies. So we just put those in kind of like, I don't know, cannon style. They're sticking out. Just kind of reach down and grab the appropriate size, stick it in the order, and it's good to go. So that was also a big improvement for these ones, which you can pick up on store.gamersnexus.net because they're really cool and they're very popular. So those are much more accessible. The zipper ones are there. We have the mugs here. So the ceramic coffee mugs are pretty easy to pull out as well. And we just stack a bunch of those all at once. So if you want to pick one up, then maybe you'll get this one that I've tarnished with my fingerprints, and then you can clone me. We also have the beer glasses here, so the cobalt blue glasses. All the drinkware is next to each other, which makes a lot of sense. And then we have the blue and white mouse pads here. We're getting the black and blue in at some point, so let's go over here somewhere. Easy pull boxes for the keychains that are in there, and for the medium GN crystals and the large GN crystals all next to each other. So those are also much faster to get access to and all next to each other. So it makes a lot of sense logistically to keep all those here. And then the t-shirts are where they were before. So, and posters are up there. So that's the upgrade for this part of distribution. Now we need to work on just overall bulk storage and things for like incoming shipments, stuff like that. Mod mats are always a question mark too, because those are very large and bulky and require special parameters to deal with. So we're gonna work on building some shelves and get the rest of the storage solution sorted out, but pretty happy with how the shipping area came together. Now we're moving on to the more difficult room to conquer, which is going to be storage. And we already built one shelf previously off camera, so we've ruined the aesthetic. It used to be just all on the floor, but now only 95% of the stuff is on the floor. So we're gonna build shelves and figure out a storage solution kind of similar to our storage room in the office, and hopefully just get everything really nicely organized for overstock and for product organization and things like that. So time to build 5 more of these shelves, which are not fun to build. There's gonna be a big jump in the time lapse, and that's because we just want to get work done. So we have 3 of the shelves in here. We have 2 more sort of off behind the camera, off the sides of the camera, and there's a lot of inventory to deal with. So I don't know, like these are. This is gonna be a heavy box. These are our mouse pads. So this is more of the blue and white mouse pad. We just got these in, of course, the new blue and gray two-tone shirts. So those just came in, and there's a lot of these that had to go up on the shelves, which is partly why we did this today. And they are also on the store if you wanted to pick one up. But so we kind of have a home for those for the most part. We have some of our old school like GN original logo shirts down here. We have a bunch of the crystals, the 3D teardown cubes over there. And then for the rest, I mean, packing materials, so tape, storage cart, posters. So if you have seen our video card anatomy posters on the store, that's what those are. So just been organizing everything at this point. And we still have a couple of boxes, obviously, like just more of the two-tone shirt. And I think this is mugs. And then tubes for the posters. So it's getting pretty clean at this point. There's not a lot more left that needs to be done, and everything should be a lot more efficient. It's just a matter of sort of optimizing where the stuff goes on the shelves at this point. So if nothing else, all this stuff today should show that when you're supporting us, buying through the store, through store.gamersnexus.net, you are supporting 2 small businesses because I mean we built all these shelves. It's not like it's some massive, gigantic operation. So some behind the scenes for you. But as always, thank you for your support. And otherwise, you can subscribe for more. Go to store.gamersnexus.net to pick something up from this place. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.